Evening people, evening, welcome back to the channel. We are back live tonight with DSCs Premier League. It's season 7 round 4 tonight. We are live from Catalunya. I think it's round 4, so we're back on sports soft tyres tonight, so it does rotate through. First round was sports softs, second round sports mediums, third round sports hard, and then we jump back to sports soft. So sports softs back on tonight in these little Red Bull Radicals. It's been a great season so far, so pretty much halfway through. Yes, we are. So 4, 5, 6, yeah, 2 more rounds after tonight. So a little 10-minute qualifier, and then we've got 2 15-minute races. Although they lied to me last week, and we had an extended 20-minute race for some reason. I don't know. That's what happens. And reverse grid for race 2. Yeah, like I say, it was just a random 20-minute thrown in last week, which just confused me because I was already throwing out winners at the 15-minute mark, you know, as drivers were coming up to the line like, yeah, he's won, yeah, oh, hey, what? And then, yeah, another 5 minutes until checkered flag. So, yeah, just a little bit confusing last week, but, yeah, hopefully everything back on track tonight. So, scores-wise, Wolverhampton still leading the way with 131 points. We've got Luton Town up into second, then 128 points. Fulham FC in third, 87 points. Quite a big gap then back to third position. Standard Liège in fourth with 80 points. We've got Newcastle United in fifth with 76 points. We've got Wrexham in sixth with 62 points, actually alongside Tottenham. So joint sixth for those two. Celtic in eighth with 52 points. We've got 2 teams on 46 points. That's Nottingham Forest and Man United in joint 9th. Charlton FC in 11th with 45 points. We've got Wrexham FC with 28 points. Rangers FC in 13th with also 28 points. Is that 26 points? Get closer. 26 points. Newcastle under 23s in 14th with 15 points. We've got VAR Car in 15th with 14 points, and Middlesbrough FC with 13 points on the board for 16th on the grid, or in the championship. Again, we might not get all drivers in all the races, so don't be surprised if it's not an absolutely full grid. So merch still available, people, t-shirts and the stickers. Hit me up if you want any of that, darksmoker@googlemail.com, or get hold of me on the Facebook page, entirely up to you. Let's get ourselves in then. Let me turn the sound on. Turn the sound off on that. Yes, I have. Right, so who have we got in the room tonight? Qualifying looks like it's just started, has it? We'll get in and find out. Treviso, Wolverhampton Wanderers. I forget Pajonski because I'm useless at football teams. You Fulham. Celtic for DDR, IT 33, 43, Tatey. Purple, possibly VAR. That's the confusing part. That's the confusing part, that I know the drivers, but then we go on track, and it's and then you don't. Then you see the liveries, and it's like, okay. Go and have a look at the liveries. It is something for you. Oh, let's come on. That's not the view you wanted. That's the view you wanted. Blam. Tottenham Hotspur, that's right. Nottingham Forest, again I'll flick the names up in a second as well so you can see who it is. So that's Newcastle United, West Ham, and drivers in the pits. Okay, let's put some nonsense on. And then you might be just as confused as I am. So no qualifying started just yet then, maybe waiting for a driver or two still. Give IT43 some glory shots. Johnski's found himself a little penalty here. Chalky, good evening. Everyone miss racing. Oh, Chalky. Chalky. I do a bit. I must admit, I really do. The build-up and the hype to certain seasons and certain leagues is something different. Let's do a little lap then with Dazzler. So we've left the chicane in here at Catalunya tonight. Down towards turn 1 then. On the brakes, 90 degrees in. Try and carry as much speed as on the way out as well, avoiding those great big knobble curbs. There's a little drift on through here. I've got a track map for this one somewhere, but see if we can dig through some stuff. I know some of it. I used to know some of it. DSC Broadcasting evening. Treviso. Just look, Treviso. Are you even on track? Don't worry about the chat, alright? Oh, there he is. Alright, okay, alright. You relax, Treviso. You're sitting in the pits. Okay, I'll let you off. So you concentrate on the driving, buddy. Texting and driving on a racetrack, it's not good enough. It's not good on a public highway, let alone. What are these hitting? 140, 150-ish. Here we go. Last one. Hear that? Proper. That's a bit of paper, that is. That's a proper bit of paper. It's not a screen printed out, stolen work from work ink. Alright. We're going to do a lap with Dazzler. Now we're on board with IT43, and while I've been rustling, they've nearly done a lap, so... Oh, is that why, Chalky? Is that why? No broadband? Yeah, no, don't connect your mobile phone up and try and play this kind of game. It can work, it used to work, yeah, not too bad on PS4, but... Yeah, it can cause a bit of glitching and throw people all over the place. Alright, looks like we're going to do a lap with IT43 then through turn 1 as we were. To Treviso then. Put down the mobile device, stop texting the stream chat, and he's out on track now. So through Renault, a little bit of a straight then. This one's can be a tricky corner to get right, it's quite tight, opens up a little bit on the way out. Big amounts of rubber and stones and bits and bobs off the line there. Through Sayat again, another tricky corner, easy to get the tail lit up through here. Down towards Worth, a little stomp on the brakes, try and carry as much speed through. Dazzler going to have to lose his penalty round this corner, so he'll be out of the frame in a second. 43 grabbing as much of the slipstream off him as he can. Through the left-hander again, easy to run wide through that one. Through Sabadell. Again, you can cut out the chicane. Just go straight here, but they've chopped it off and going right and then left. Getting big amounts of curb on the run through here. Easy to get this car wobbling all over the place. So he's to get any car wobbling all over the place over these curves, and then through this final corner, then back onto this start-finish straight. So there is a lap of Catalunya to Barcelona. What's happening then, peeps? Are we waiting for a driver? What's going on? Let me jump out of this. No. There he is then. Treviso, or Wolverhampton Wanderers, leading the championship at the minute. Sorry, Premier League, sorry, not Championship. Oof. Wolves smashed everywhere on that car. So I don't know whether somebody's designed all of these or whether they've all come up with their own. I don't know how it's Premier League. Someone actually put that in the chat the other week. I don't know how it's Premier League with some of the teams they've got in. Whoever these are, Standard Liège. This is Premier League champion, but I don't believe that for a second. Hatter lad. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Where's Hatter? Is he always late, that boy? A bit of Notts Forest. Wrexham. Watch out for the idiot behind me. Okay. Got a learner plate on the front as well. Chomsky will get a view of his. In the Tottenham Hotspur Whitehall Lane. Again, I don't know whether somebody's. It's not solely Premier teams. It's just called Premier to cover the football teams, mate. That's cheating, then, isn't it? So somebody needs to explain where Standard Liège came from. Circuit to overtake on here. Start finish straight, obviously a great opportunity. If you can get tucked in behind the driver, this little straight here as well, drivers opt for a little bit of a move if they can. IT43, same goes to you, mate. Shh. Get out the chat, concentrate on your driving. Still leave a like and all that, and share it, tell your mates and tell your mums and stuff, but you know, you concentrate on the driving. So you'll have to tell me then, Chalky, do they choose their own teams or yeah, get pulled out of a hat? What's going on? Until qualifying then. Have we got Hatter in the room yet? Can't see him. Any chats about him being late? line then, just around the corner again. I think we were waiting for a couple of drivers to turn up, but we are already 15 minutes in. There we go, qualifying about to start. You can tell because all driver inputs go, and you just go, where are you going? As they just head straight. Go then, the bell lights up, the drivers start peeling out. Not Dazzler, oh, here's Hatter. Hatter's like 3.5 seconds late. Can he still join? Is it proper quali? It's proper quali, isn't it? Can he get in? I don't know. Sven then taking his time on his outlap, just preserving those tyres. Hatter, sorry, IT43, forget that. What's going on? We're trying to get Hatter back in. Drivers pick their own team. We've had Sky Sports and VAR as well. For those who didn't, didn't follow any teams. Oh, okay, fair enough. Was that restart that just came up in the group lobby chat? I think I'm pressing all the wrong things. Boom, bam, no, bam, yeah, restart. I think because Hatter's not in. Literally, just as the bong went, Hatter turned up. No. There's nobody out on track. I don't think, anyway. It won't even let me look left and right now because we're in the pits. Everyone is as confused as I am, I think. I need to restart for Hatter if he's joining. Well, he's here. He'll want to join, that's for sure. Dominator has got to do the task. But right now, we're just sitting in limbo. Oh. Oh, well, there you go. That's interesting. Did Dominator press the wrong button? Did he end the lobby instead of just ending the qualifying session? Oops. All right. Put your comments in the chats. How long before the lobby's open? Minutes? There it is. Oh, seconds. Oh. Don't bother putting your comments in the chats. It's too late. Flat out like a badger on a bypass. This dude, don't you worry about it. It wasn't Dominator's fault at all, Chalky. Right? It wasn't his fault. It's the old school lobby glitch thing, you know, when the servers aren't great. That's nothing to do with the unprofessionalism of DMK Dominator. Nothing at all. So, All drivers back in the room. Not quite in the room. Hatter just still. Treviso still just. RCMB. Janio just. Oh, okay. Come on. 3 more. Sven. Where have you appeared from? Can't just have drivers keep appearing in this lobby. We're going to be waiting for qualifying forever. Come on, Sven. Get in your car. Don't worry about the tyre pressures. Or anything set up. Don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about what tyres it's got. Maybe tyres. Maybe worry about what tyres it's got. It's his soft week after all. Okay. All drivers in the lobby. Qualifying will begin shortly. Blickety blowing. See, professional. Look at that. No messing about from DMK Dominator. Straight. Anyone would think he was German. The efficiency. There's the bong. Qualifying underway. Hopefully. And we do get qualifying underway. So a little 10-minute quali then. And we get on with these 2 15-minute races. Which of you are you going to give me? Not a great one to start with. Not the culprit. Just press a little triangle there. Give him a little zoom. So, outlaps, people. Take your time. Not quite racing yet. Let me get the nonsense on. Oh. It's punishment. I think Dominator's thrown himself in the sand. So, nobody seems to want to take their time in the outlaps. There's no fuel or tyre wear in this, so it doesn't matter, does it? They can hammer these. Fulham Football Club up front then with Janio. Just finishing these outlaps, and then we'll start to see these lap times. Lap time should have a rolling start or something for qualifying if you've not got tyre wear. Outlaps are pointless. 154 on the outlap for Janio, and here we go then, starting those hot ones down towards turn 1, using up all of that track on the way in. Trying not to cut too much of these corners. You can see quite big sausage curbs on the way in and way out of some of these corners. Wrong, they're alright if you line the car up with them correctly, but if you get it wrong, if you're getting it a little bit squiffy as you come in over those, it can absolutely ruin your race. Repsol then, again that opens up a little bit down towards Seat. Great big left hand elbow. Easy to run wide on that one, catch that little bit of gravel on the outside. Spin you right around down into Worth, then again using as much of the track as he possibly can on the way into there. There's another great big sausage curb. Comes then to this little bit of a straight. Those 2 yellow markers are the penalty zone, so if you do run a little bit too far off track or start bumping and banging into people, you do end up picking up penalties. Not that you see bumping and banging, a little bit of accidental door banging, but That's racing. Any penalties incurred, they do have to serve them when they hit those yellow marks. We'll see that as the night progresses, as the drive in the racing intensifies. So into this little chicane then, again, great big sausage curves. A couple of wheels off the floor, a little unsettled for Janey on the way out. See what it does for his lap time. He's still being harassed a little bit by IT43, gaining a little bit of a toe off him as they cross the line then. It is IT43 who's slightly quicker on 58.186, but Treviso's already come through to top that with a 158.186. He stays there for the time being as drivers cross the line. Well, we've got someone backwards, just... Where are you, backwards driver? Oh, it's number 1 Pops. Just on the run into the chicane, and he's backwards, unfortunately. Dominator's grabbed himself a great big half-a-second penalty as well. It is this man still on pole then, on 58.1. Currently leading. Oh, there you go. That's the corner I was talking about. Janio demonstrating that. Fantastic. Thank you, Janio. Checks in the post. Just describing exactly what I was talking about. Easy to run wide through that corner and pick up that gravel on the outside, and there you go. There's the result. In race conditions, he would have gone from first to third. A big old battle on his hands to get back up to Treviso, up to IT43 if that was the case. Had to then hold in 4th on the grid so far. RC MBE in 5th, Sven in 6th, Pajonsky 7th, Dazzler in 8th, Tatey 9th. He's forever blowing balls. There's Pops. He's got himself pointing in the right direction, has crossed the line and sits in 10th, so quicker than Dominator. Dominator had penalties, he's possibly been backwards as well. Treviso, what have you done? Picked himself a full second. IT43 picking up half a second as well. Janio keeping it clean that time. And penalty here. Pajonsky also with a penalty. Naughty, naughty boys. There you go. So that's probably why they don't let you host. Maybe Chalky. Do they let you host? And Treviso needs to go back to his home planet too. Yeah, well, you know, what is he? Nearly 6/10 ahead of anybody else, 0.5 at the minute in terms of lap times. Yeah, Club 100 boys are pretty quick. Again, I think the top drivers in a lot of the sim racing groups are absolutely ridiculous in terms of what they can and can't do in this game. And some of them are still on PlayStation pad, you know, they race on pad and they're quite happy to race on pad against drivers who are seasoned veterans behind a wheel. Top of the range gear as well, but still putting the pressure on them, you know, just knowing all those little tweaks. Treviso serving his penalty. Everybody, Janio picking up a penalty right before the penalty zone. Drivers behind serving their penalties then. Almost 8 minutes into qualifying. Can Dominator get anywhere? Still hanging with the pack, so no, I don't think he's been off track. Maybe slow. He did pick up a penalty. Who's that's just come off? Is that Sven or Daz behind? Sven that's ended up backwards. Let's see what Dominator's got then into this chicane. Again, he lifts those 2 wheels up on the exit. Too bad. At 11th at the minute. Well, there you go. Yeah. See, if you've ever watched any of the other streams I do, there's a driver you may have seen called Philo Engineering, or I can't remember his digits. TRG Philo. Who knows? It changes too much. He is ridiculous on a pad. Almost in any car as well. Put him in any car on the pad with as much setup as you want. You know, the Wednesday GT3 League I used to cover for Team Oliver Racing. That was absolutely everything wide open. Adjust it as much as you want. Do whatever you needed. But yeah, and he used to set it up so it would work with his pad, and he was still up there winning races every time. So the kit doesn't make you it, people, that's for sure. Treviso is currently tapping wires together from a broken PlayStation pad from, I was going to say 1984, but that's a little bit early for PlayStation. And look, he's managed to get round corners. Hold pole positions. Right, into final lap of qualifying. It is still Treviso. Has he just managed to squeeze? Has he squeezed another lap out? Nope, his hazards are on. So he's done then. He's on pole unless anybody can come across the line faster. IT43 has also crossed the line, so it's not going to be him. Janio is still out on track, but it's a 2:18 already, so that one's not going to be good enough. Hatter has crossed the line, so he's going to stay fourth. Bajonski's going to stay fifth. RC MBE2 is sixth. Sven in seventh, all blind and blurry. I don't know where Sven's gone. Dazzler in eighth. Dominator in ninth. In the end, did manage to make a couple of positions in that final lap. Pops takes 10th, and it's going to be Tatey in 11th. So that is grid order for race one. Treviso maintaining the lead. You get extra points for pole position, they get extra points for fastest lap as well. So Treviso trying to eke that lead out. On 57.5 in the end for Treviso. Wolverhampton Wanderers lead in the Premier League. I didn't think I'd ever say that. Although you never know, stranger things have happened. See, now you're playing with me, Treviso. You're playing with me, Treviso. There's no way. Not having it. Someone better confirm that comment, or I might have to delete it out of the chat for the history's sake. So according to Treviso, PS5 broke last week. He's driving and racing on PS4. On pad, I'm assuming. You'll be able to try and jam your PS3 pad into that somehow. With a PS2 power cable via PS1 RCA outputs. He's still an alien. Prefer the PS4 controller. Oh, the DS4 controller. I don't know what the DS4 controller is. Right, race one then. Let's get on with this before I forget. Let's not make Treviso crash into a wall. Out of the chat. Back to your driving. You can't stop paying attention to this lot. Right. Race one. do get away. A little bit of a slow start from a couple of drivers at the back, but they are away pretty cleanly now. Go piling down towards turn 1 then. Still opportunities to make a move down here. Everyone looking for a little bit of slipstream. IT43 trying to slingshot one up the inside. Treviso almost left the door open. Would have been shut pretty quickly on the way through turn 2 though. So Treviso retains that lead. Janio second, IT43 in third, Janio making up a position. Hatalad fourth, Johnski fifth. Any big movers and shakers? Sven in seventh, RC MBE2 in Sven in sixth, RC MBE2 in seventh, Dazzler in eighth, number 1 Pops in ninth, Dominator 10th, Tatey in 11th. Everyone still on track. Nobody binned it just yet then. Janio gets himself deep through there. IT43's come back through to take that position off him. Hattalad's right behind him as well as Sven Pajonski, RC MBE2. Nobody out of this battle yet. Number 1 Pops side by side with Dazzler. Oh, he's left the door open though. Dominator's going to have a look at him on the run down to the catcher. Wide. Can't go 3 wide, don't do it. Not able to make a move. It's Dazzler and number 1 Pop still side by side through there. Come on, catch up camera. Still side by side for these two. Oof. Gets pushed a little bit wide. Number 1 Pops, that allows Dominator to come up the inside. He's got the advantage into this chicane as well. And now he's up the inside of Dazzler. A little bit of bumping and barging between these three then. Oh, late braking from number 1 Pop. Slings one up the inside of Dominator. Retakes that position off of him. Can he carry the speed out? What an absolute brute force manoeuvre there by number 1 Pops to regain that position. Just saw the gap left wide open by Dominator and thought, yep, that's mine. That is not going to press that middle pedal. Okay, RC MBE2 having a look at Sven into turn 1, gaining his position back as well. Those two swats on lap 1. Let's get ourselves up front then. Treviso still, Leo, look at this, look at this. You're right, it's an alien. Ban him, start from the back every race. 5-second lap penalty every race. Look at this, 2.5 seconds on lap 2 then. Janio with half a second penalty in second. A little bit of a gap again back to IT43. He's still got a mirror full of Hatalad and Pajonski. It's now Sven with a full second penalty. That's going to work in Dazzler's favour. DS4, that's the alien language. Yep, you're right. Ban him. If I was lobby host right now, I'd be into the pliggity ploy. I'd do a Dominator, in fact. Professionally, of course. Professionally. just as professional as Dominator. Right, so Sven losing his penalty. He has managed to gain a little bit of a time over Dazzler, but a little look around the outside has brought that big pile of driver. Oof, he's had to run deep through that corner as well, so Dazzler does get through. Dazzler's dazzled himself. He's washed himself far too brightly. It's that shiny visor he's got on his helmet. Oh, what a shame. Just carried a little bit too much speed through that corner, and he was, don't get me wrong, it's a good old slide through there. Almost got pushed correctly as well, but not to be, unfortunately, for Dazzler. A little bit of his own undoing there. So back up front, unfortunate for him. Treviso, 3.4 seconds. Look at this, look. Look, there's ray guns, there's anti-grav something. It's not even the Football League anymore, look. Janio, lose your damn penalty with you. You just lost that and picked up another one. Second, third, fourth and fifth, all pretty close together. RC MBE2 in sixth, not too far back off that fight, just a second back. Needs to get himself just tucked into the slipstream of Pajonski, which he has done now if he can carry the speed out of this corner. will be involved in this fight any second. Really no further back than anybody else in this little battle. So Janio's going to have to lose his penalty here. There's Treviso taking the mick up front. Janio stays to the left then. RT43 goes past. Does Hatter carry the speed past him? Tries to drive it round the outside. IT43 a little bit slow through that corner. Janio can't do anything but slow down. That has given the position to Hatter. So that little half a second penalty has just cost him 2 positions. We've got a mirror full of Pajonski. RCMBE2 now 0.6 of a second. So he dragged himself away from Sven and this little pile of drivers behind. He's closed his way back up onto that front 5. Well involved now then, RCMBE2. Can he continue that? Push his way through. Oh, we might have some battles here though. Pajonski all over the back of Janio. And again, half a second penalty. Which corner are you picking that up on? It's got to be the last corner. It's got to be through the chicane somewhere. Pajonski up the inside then. Goes a little bit deep, but he's still got the advantage through this next corner, so he does hold on to that 4th. Janio in 5th again, half a second penalty. RCMBE2 tucked into that slipstream now. He's only got to stay here and take this position off of Janio due to that penalty. But he could fight for it. Hatter as well, just in front. Just saw that through through Repsol. Squeezing one, getting a great exit out of Renault up to Repsol and getting himself past IT43 into second then. But this man, 5 seconds up the road already, kept himself out of the danger of any kind of battle behind. And who knew that aliens like Wolverhampton Wanderers? Who knew? So another penalty for Janio to lose. Is RCMBE2 going to get this position? Janio's taking the racing line. RCMBE2 though comes down up the inside. Who's going to carry the speed through into this next corner? Oh, a little bit pushy maybe. Still side by side through here. Janio just stamp on the brakes a little bit. Oh, he's also gone sideways through that corner. Oh, he's managed to gather it back up. Unfortunately, RCMBE2 does go through. That slowed him down loads. You're going to see Sven close up on him a fair chunk as well. Number 1 Pop's just 3 seconds behind him in Wrexham. Tatey nearly sliding through there. West Ham United in 9th and Dazzler in 10th. It's Dominator trying to get past him then in 11th, just caught up a second back. Good toe down towards turn 1. What's Dazzler going to do? Is he going to go defensive? Is Dominator even going to bother? No, not this time. So back up front then. Wolves stomping away with it still. 5.3 seconds. Just over 8.5 minutes into race 1. Fastest lap as well. Who's surprised? Got the anti-grav alien GPS running. There's not even a measurement for how precise it is with alien tech. Hatterved into second, IT43 in third, Pajonski 4th, RCMBE2 now got a little bit of work on his hands. Why is that gap opened right up? That's due to the battle between himself and Janio, isn't it? Yeah, slowed him down to that top 4. I say that, second to 4th really, because Treviso's just decided he wants to finish this race early than everybody else. Janio then from a great position, second place, he's dropped all the way down to 6th then. Sven 6.5 behind him. There is number 1 Pops closing that gap. Tatey as well 3.2 seconds back. He's got his own worries though. Dazzler and Dominator right behind him now. Now Hatter actually keeping that gap pretty stable between himself and the alien. He says that as Hatter picks up a great big half a second penalty. a bit of time to the alien. But he was keeping it stable. I was hoping that maybe he could close it down a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's even remotely possible at the minute. It's mental, isn't it? Nearly a lap, nearly a second a lap he's had. We have only just started lap 6 here, and it is 5.8 seconds. It's only going to get bigger once Catalan loses his penalty, regardless of whether he loses a position or not. IT43 then hanging on to 3rd position. So is he not attempting to attack? Oh, he doesn't really need to attack Hatter. He's just got to stay with him until Hatter loses this penalty. That might just put him into that 2nd position. Oh, great bit of control there. That's a great big lump of that curb. Unfortunately, that might be that 2nd position out the window now. Johnski carries good speed through there. IT43 with his dirty tyres can't do anything, so he's had to back off, drops into 4th, allows Bajonski through. Had to lose his penalty, almost goes deep into the corner. Look. Stop it. You know, if you take the mick too much, Treviso, we don't watch you, you know. We go to where the racing is, which is here. Slow down a bit. Go, Johnski, IT43 going for all sorts of different lines through the chicane. Look at that, that's opened up a great big gap to Hatter. He's now got a 2nd. Johnski and IT43 then out of the slipstream range of the 2nd place driver. Yeah, that's exactly what he thought. Oh, RCMBE2 now with a half a second penalty. That shouldn't cost him too much. He's obviously on the fight for 4th at the minute, chasing down Bajonski, but even with that half a second penalty loss, that shouldn't put him under any threat from Janio behind. It will damage his battle for chasing down 4th, but I think we're a little bit too late in the game already. Pretty much 13 minutes into 1st race. It's going to be a tall order to try and close up that time once he's lost his penalty. Right, what's happening behind? Sven, he's managed to hold on to 7th, number 1 Pops. I thought you went wide then, Sven. Number 1 Pops then. It was closing that gap up on Sven, but he's lost a little bit more time now, down to 3.4 seconds. Gaps opened up at the back as well. So 9th then for Tatey, 2.2 seconds behind number 1 Pops. Another 1.5 back to Dazzler in 10th. Dominator still hanging on in there, just a 2nd, 1.2 back. So actually, these 3, any kind of mistake could cost him a position. The same for number 1 Pops, a great big mistake for him, or Sven could cost him a position with those drivers behind. RCMBE2 that loses that penalty. This is where everyone's picking it up through these corners here. Maybe running a little bit wide on the exit of that one. So 14 minutes in then, Treviso crosses the line. Treviso's got a penalty. He's done that to try and, like, I am not an alien, and then he's just gone and got that. You see, I have faults, therefore I am not an alien. That's more robot, but you get what I'm doing. He's done that to throw us off the scent, people. Guarantee it. 5.8 seconds. Hatter trying to stomp down this. Come on, camera. There we go. Hatter stomping around this circuit, trying to close that gap, but it's never going to happen. He's had a row with 3rd and 4th for a few laps as well. He's just managed to get himself up front, so can try and pile that pressure on. But again, Treviso coming up to the penalty zone. 15 minutes in now, already final lap showing on the screen. So he's just got a couple of corners to get round without throwing it in the bin. Does lose that penalty. Doesn't show, still gaining time on Hatter for some reason. So, the championship leader, the Premiership leader, taking pole position, taking fastest lap, and just about to take the first win of the evening here. Faked us into getting a penalty to believe he's not an alien. And then pretends he likes humans by coming over to the pit wall to say hello to the people who serviced his firebomb machine. Taking the win then, Treviso Hatalad takes second. IT43 comes home in third, Pajonski in fourth. Must have had a good battle, those two. RCMBE2 takes fifth, Janio takes sixth, Sven takes seventh, but number one Pops did close that gap right up on him, just a second back in the end. Tatey just takes ninth as well. DMK Dazzler almost pushing him right across the line there. And Dominator taking 11th. So still pretty close on track, even with a couple of little accidents and a lot of penalties. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, Chalky. That's exactly what he's done. So there he is, the alien. So he's even turned around so you can't see his great big beady eyes that Chalky put in the chat earlier. But he does take the win tonight, using all the hover power and alien stuff, anti-grav and Euclid particle reactor things and stuff. So race 2 just around the corner. Well, again, we're a little bit late, unfortunately. Professionally, Dominator shut the whole lobby down instead of knocking qualifying on the head. Professionally though, it was, you know, and yeah, we were waiting for a couple of drivers to rejoin, so we're a little bit late tonight. But race 2 just around the corner. We've got a reverse one for this one, so everybody starts in the reverse positions that they finished that last race in. So that puts Treviso at the back. What it should do is put him at the back by 5.5 seconds. Can't you do that? Is there not a setting in this? Whatever you win by, you have to start that far back off the grid. See you later. Or that many seconds. Like, you know, you're not allowed to accelerate until that many. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be. Come on. There's got to be a hashtag at PlayStation or something on Twitter we could smash. Make that happen for the aliens. There he is, look. The corner of your eye. We're on board with him. Oh, I can't even look round, look. Won't let me until he's out of the pits. Oh, okay. Alright, we're going to turn around. We're going to have a look at his face, people. Oh, see, there's the anti-grav being turned on. You don't hear that in normal cars, do you? But, look. Now, he heard me. He's listening. Time for a smoke. Who's put that? Time for a smoke. What you got to do? And like, pack your pipe. Like an old man. But yeah, Treviso's an alien. We've decided. Me and Chalky have made that decision. I think Chalky's raced him a few times. I've seen him in a few races as well. He's still listening. See, he came out of the pits that time, no anti-grav on. Didn't turn it on because he was listening. look, let's change this. Look, almost saw his face. Huh. That might be as... No, we can get closer than that, can't we? No. Oh, damn it. Give me... No. Oh, no. That's as close as we can get to alien face. Put your visor up, Treviso. IT43, I don't disagree, funnily enough, if you look at the name. Right, but preparation, brother, preparation. Knowing full well what's happening. Either get topped up prior, or have one resting. So yeah, that's as close as we can get to the alien. Look, in car, it's not giving us any mirrors. He has kind of got hands, look. It might not be real hands. They look pretty good though, don't they? They look, you know, legit and everything. Oh look, pretending he's no good at driving now, look. Oh yeah, make mistakes. Yeah, we're on to you, Treviso. You're supposed to be in a car driving, you maniac. IT43, get back in the house. Right, here we go then. Reverse grid. Oh no, I want to be putting that on. Boom, not missed the start. See, professional like Dominator, who is leading us around this race then. So he does take pole for race 2. We wait for these beeps to finish and everyone gets away well then. Is anyone going to make a move on Dominator? Dazzler. Has he got a wing up the inside? No, I don't think he has. I think Dominator might just be able to swing this one around the outside depending on the braking. Whoa, he does just sling one around the outside. Can he hang on to it through turn 2? That's the tester really. If he can carry the speed through there, he won't lose the position. So Dominator does lead then. Tatey makes a position into second, gets himself past Dazzler. Janio into fourth, had a little look. Oh, comes in there a little bit too hot. Dazzler, oh, what a shame, what a shame. Janio tried to tuck himself back up the inside onto that corner just as Dazzler was coming onto the racing line, and yeah, a little punt into the rear, and that sent Dazzler into the sand. But Janio's done the right thing. He's slowed down. He's come to the back of the pack, and although it's going to wreck both of their races, unfortunately, he has kind of slowed down to hopefully allow Dazzler to close back up. Good bit of sportsmanship again. It doesn't help either of their races out, but you know, it's good to see that you've caused a bit of an incident, so now you're trying to make it right. But it's all kicking off up front. Dominator under threat for that lead then. Whoa, Tatey gets nudged a little bit wide. Number 1 pops, comes squeezing through. Has Dominator left the door wide open for Hatter and number 1 pops? Where have you come from, Hatter? The alien's not up front yet. Oh, Dominator goes deep into the chicane. Oh, that's going to allow Hatter. Oh no, it's around the outside, is it? Yes, it is. Gets his way through. A little bit of a bump and a barge as well between himself and Tatey. Oh, Sven's got a wobble on through there. He's coming into the pits. He's not coming into the pits. Oh, I think he's just caught Pajonski as well through there. Oh, what an absolute situation and circumstance of unfortunate events. No real fault of anybody's, but Pops then into the lead of the race currently. He's got a great big mirror full of this orange car behind him. Hatalad driving that one, 2.2 behind him. Tatey hanging on to third. Dominator still 4th. There is the alien in 5th. Just look, Look. Look. Treviso. Look, there's a gap that wasn't even there. And then... did some light. Look. And there he is. Through that big pile of drivers. Just manifested his way through there. Hatter then into the lead. Number 1 Pops will try and hang on to him, but Hatter's pretty rapid. No offence to number 1 Pops. He's maybe not quite on the same level as Hatter quite yet. Can hold his own, but I think Hatter just has got those little bit of extras. But we'll see. Number 1 Pops might surprise us all here. Treviso then. Alien. Look, I didn't even see brake lights come on then. Oof, Pops gets a wiggle on through there, so he falls back off of Hatter. Treviso pulling away from IT43 as well. Dominator still 5th though. Janio 6th. Half a second penalty again. I think that's actually part of his name tag now. Janio plus 0.5. Oh, Dominator gathers that wobble up through there. Great big drift on. Oh no, he's not. He's not quite gathered it up, Dominator. He's had to run himself across track. He's still trying to gather this thing up. 1.5 second penalties for that great big shortcut. Running slow through there as well. Great big curbs to avoid on the way through there. And look at this. Treviso already got past number 1 Pops into 2nd. Now chasing down Hatter. I mean, Hatter's a bit of an alien. Luton Town. You're Luton Town, aren't you? I know you are. Oh, come on. Yeah, Luton Town. Yeah. So, close to being an alien. He's near an airport. Treviso trying to close that gap. 2.1 seconds. Oh, number 1 Pops. Goes in there a bit deep. IT43 then 3rd. Number 1 Pops 4th. Number 1 Pops got a penalty to lose. Half a second. Janio going to lose his half a second round here, hopefully. And then instantly pick up another one, no doubt. Tatey 6th. Oof, RCMBE 2 in 7th. Dominator 2 second penalties. Been off somewhere else as well. He's going to lose all that just about now. Sven goes through. Pajonsky goes through. He's carrying more speed. Does Dazzler go through? Yes, he does just about. Almost chops the nose off of Dominator, but Dominator back on track. And the race is back on. 2.2 seconds up front then for Hatter. Can he maintain that? The alien. No brakes or accelerator needed. See, his car sounds different to everyone else's. See? Alien tech. IT43 then, another penalty holder here. Everyone liking that little extra tag on their name. Janio. Oh, he must have given it to IT43 for this lap. Number 1 Pops though. Just as I was talking about, currently holding his own in 4th, 1.7 seconds off of IT43, 1.4 seconds ahead of this man. Janio plus 0.5. Tatey goes a little bit tight through there, just trying to go defensive. RCMBE2 closing up on him. Trying to carry the speed on the way through there. Tatey trying to hook that inside line, but it does slow you down into this corner. And there goes RCMBE2 through into 6th, Tatey 7th. Sven might have a go at him here as well, but Sven's got a penalty to lose. Halfway through race 2 then. Snake of drivers still pretty close together. A couple of drivers just fallen off the back, Dazzler and Dominator. Professionator. Oof, Hatter gets a wobble on the exit of Worth. Oh, no, it's not Worth. Sorry, where am I looking at? Completely the wrong corner. coming into this chicane, he's lost a little bit of that lead. So it was 2.2 seconds, it's down to 1.9. Again, just over that halfway mark. Treviso has come from the very back of the pack. Currently aliening the hell out of it. Another 2/10 out of Hatalad's time, 1.7 seconds. Sack it, fastest lap as well, why not? Wolverhampton alienators then. Chasing down Hatalad, or Fulham, Luton Town, sorry. IT43 for Celtic in third. Exploring those track limits, nearly dipped a wheel onto those gravel particles. That could have been dangerous for him. Oof, there you go, and there's the penalty for it. Looked like he carried a fair bit of speed through there, half a second. Doesn't matter, everyone else around him's got half a second as well, so everyone going to lose that one. Warm Pops back under a little bit of threat here from Genio, plus 0.5. Looking for a way past them. Again, everybody's going to drop this penalty on that straight in a couple of corners time, so none of these drivers are going to benefit really. Oh, but Pops goes deep through there. Genio is going to carry the speed through. And he does. Gets into that corner. Little mistake then from Pops. Everybody losing their penalty now. So easy. Pops trying to close that gap into that corner. He saw the Genio went a little bit wide, but then carried a little bit too much speed into these two. Look at the Driftertron from number 1 Pops through there. Piling the pressure onto his little Red Bull Radical, trying to keep the... Oh! He's tested it out for jump skills as well through here. Unfortunately, it's costing them all time. So up front, Hatalad still leads. That time is coming down still though, 1.4 seconds. 10 minutes just over into race 2. Treviso slowly chopping away at that time. Yeah, why not put another fastest lap in? 1:57.722 for him then. IT43 done everything he can to try and hang on to Treviso as he chases down Hatter, but 5.7 seconds down. Genio past number 1 Pops then, 2.6 seconds in front due to number 1 Pops' a little mistake. So he's currently in 5th. Kajonski in 6th. Got RCMBE 2 not too far behind him now in 7th. Tatey under a little bit of pressure from Sven, but Sven's got a penalty, so that could all be over. Dazzler's managed to get himself bolted onto the back end of this fight. Oh, Sven going up the inside here. Oh, that's the wrong driver. Carries a little bit too much speed out though. Tatey's got the advantage coming through this turn and down into Worth. Hangs on to it again. Sven's got this penalty to lose, so hopefully Daz can stick with him and gain that 9th. Sven loses his penalty. Can Dazzler carry the speed into this turn? Sven's giving him plenty of room, but unfortunately that's cost Sven. He's run onto the marbles. He's not been able to brake, and that has allowed Dazzler through into that position. Dazzler not closing the door. Sven having a little look, but just not able to carry the speed through there. Again, Sven has a little look. Chicane then, both drivers through there pretty cleanly onto this start-finish straight, but it does look like Dazzler's got a better drive out. And Sven has picked up another half a second penalty. Look at this, everybody. Oh, just as I'm talking, he's about to make a move on Tatey as well. On a mission then, Dazzler, at the end of this race. Someone swapped him with Treviso all of a sudden. Talking of which, Hatter Goes defensive. Treviso right up his tail. They were side by side coming into that corner, but Hatter's got his work cut out for him now. He's having to go defensive into all of these corners. Fortunately, the alien with his anti-grav will just be able to drive it across the gravel and the sand and probably through walls and stuff. Again, hugging these inside lines here. Hatter trying to go defensive for Treviso. What he's going to do down the start-finish straight, I have absolutely no idea, because if Treviso can keep himself right there... Oh, spinning it the wrong way. He's already trying to make the move around the outside here. Again, Hatter trying to hang on to it. Treviso's looking for a move up the inside. Again, Hatter swings it across track. When they get onto this start-finish straight, that could be it for Hatter. The chicane again, just going a little bit defensive on the way into there, holding his car right in the correct position, making it as difficult for Treviso as possible. He's got to get a good drive out of here though. Treviso keeps himself right in that slipstream. You can see Hatterlad veers onto one side of the circuit, slowly peels over to the other side of the circuit, tries to drop the toe. So he might have done it actually. Might have just dropped enough of that toe off Treviso to hang on to that top spot, and he has down into turn one. Right, let's get ourselves on board with Treviso chase cam now. But Hatterlad's got a whole lap of trying to defend from this madman. Look at this, trying to drive it around the outside. This is the corner he went for a move before. Now Hatterlad up the inside, down into Repsol then. So, trying to hang on to it. He does just hang on to it. No room for Treviso to get round. Oh, this could be it. Can he carry the speed out? No, he can't. And again, having a look, just showing his nose up the inside, trying to make Hatterlad do one thing so he can do another. Oh, he gets a little wobble on through there though as he hunts down Hatter. Again, Hatter sticks his car in the middle of the circuit. Through Campser, trying not to lose traction through there. Treviso falls a little bit further back. Hatter still tucks himself over to that left hand side just a little bit, still keeps his car right in the middle, defending that position as much as possible. Again, Treviso trying to squeeze one and get a better run on the way out of this corner and get one up the inside. It's going to be a run to the line here between these two. Absolutely bumper to bumper. Braking early, just making sure he covers off the apexes. Oh, it is going to be given to Hatter. That little wobble might have just cost him that top spot, and it is going to be Hatter that it is going to be Hatter that takes first. Then it was a great race between those two on those last couple of laps. Treviso takes second. IT43 comes home in third, so actually closed the gap up. These two battling in front just allowed him to drag, what, 4 seconds back on them two. Third place for him, then Janio came home in fourth. Number one, Pops in fifth, good result. Johnski in sixth, RC MBE 2 in seventh. Dazzler in eighth, Sven in ninth. We've got Tatey in 10th, and Dominator just crossing the line, he takes 11th. But yeah, good result for Hatter. He did really well then, really well to hang on to good teamwork. What were you listening to me? We're adamant you're an alien, Treviso. Even the name doesn't sound legit. Or is it backwards and it's actually Oisivert? Yeah, we're on to you, Treviso. We're not having it. You'll be banned next week. We want DNA and stuff, hair samples and videos and stuff, whereas people can check the CGI. But that was it. That was round 4 of the DSCs Premier League. That was season 7, round 4. Catalunya. I forget where we're at next week. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go Blamo. 1 second. 1 second. And then Boomo. So Tokyo south clockwise next week, right? That's enough of that. Tokyo clockwise. So Tokyo, if you don't know, is just steel and concrete. There's absolutely no runoff. It is wall and then Armaco. Nothing. Is there even any curbs? There's not even any curbs, really, is there? It's not. It's just yeah. But so that could be a tricky one. Again, been some great racing here tonight. Treviso, alien or not, some good racing from you, sir. Hatter lad as well. Great results. Race 2, awesome defending coming from Hatter there with the alien as he is. Trying to coming up behind him. Who are you? D by D. Do you see? That's got to be one of your mates, Treviso, isn't it? That's got to be one of your alien mates. See you in Tokyo, Treviso. Yes, we will. You're over there now. I'm sure you've just like beamed up and then beamed back down, haven't you? Hey, particle physics and stuff. Hey, I'm sure something like that. So, what have we got coming up? Wednesday night at 8:30 we have the DTM Classic. So that is the Benz 190s. We have had BMW in there, mocking weeks. I'm sure if you're coming back, you won't be using that next week. MR2s, RX7s, all that sort of stuff. Big wings on them, wide arches, sticky out wheels. It's great. And they're loose. So that's Wednesday night at 8:30. The Team Oliver Racing DTM Classics. Beam him up. There you go. You see he's off. He's off. He's not even left the lobby yet. He's still playing while he's in particle physics mode, going up to his spaceship. So that's Wednesday night. Is that it? 2 weeks time. Week and a half's time. 2 weeks time, kind of. We have the new P1 leagues. Oh, I even forget what they are. We've got the GT3 League, is that Sunday nights? And a Renault Clio League on a Thursday night. They're both going to be at 9 o'clock, so that's Sunday and Thursday. I think they start the 2nd and the 6th. Or it might be the 6th and the 2nd, depending on which one is which. But the DSC Premier League is obviously continuing. And again, still a couple of rounds left of the DTM Classics on a Wednesday night. And the end of July, we've got the GTT-CC. So when I was talking about one of the leagues that all the hype just makes it good, that's one of them. That's one of them. A lot of people spend a lot of time just, you know, trying to make it good, and it usually works. So yeah, that's a good one. So that's going to be it from me. Again, I am back on Wednesday night at 8:30. A couple of weeks time we're back on Sunday nights at 9 o'clock as well. And that's it. That's all from me. I hope you lot have liked what you've watched. I nearly couldn't say that then. If you have, make sure you drop all those likes. Click all the buttons, share it out, whatever you need to do. Send some abuse in the chat. I don't care. But most of all, tell your mates and tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.